What is happening, podcasting consumers? Anthony here of the Three Amigos podcast, running another solo episode, this time on Minions The Rise of Gru. Now, I went to go see this movie today, and I've been a fan of these movies for some time, going back to the first Despicable Me. And I think there was only one Minions movie. I just can't remember because it's, three of the main movies, and then now they got these spin off movies. But this movie is pretty great family fun type of thing. Even if you are a fan of the franchise, it's not going to disappoint. Now, I also found out that being that it is July 4th weekend, it actually crushed the box office with about $127.9 million this weekend, which this title was previously held by Transformers Dark of the Moon back in 2011. I don't know how Transformers Dark of the Moon made that much money because that movie was, and that franchise is also, But this movie was actually pretty fun, entertaining, pretty funny. Kind of shows the beginning of Gru and his villain lifestyle, trying to become a villain. And this movie was set around, I believe, like the 70s or so. And you have these team of villains. I don't remember what they were called exactly, but it was kind of like a Sinister Six parody. I think they were called like the Vicious Six or something like that. And the plot of the movie, not to give anything away, was Gru trying to join that team, and it doesn't work out for him. And I'm not going to say any more about the story just to avoid spoilers for those who are interested in the movie and don't want to be spoiled. But you have the same type of humor here as you get from the previous movies. You do get quite a bit of minion butts being shown on screen. And you also see some origins for a couple of other characters. I'm not going to say anything about those either. It's just really cool to see what they were doing here. And of course, Steve Carell coming back to play the role of a young Gru. That's always great to see Steve Carell doing what he's doing. As for the Minions, they kind of split the movie evenly between screen time for Gru and screen time for the Minions, just so you can kind of see that it's not overly focused on one side or is not favoring one side, in my opinion. Other than that, there was a lot of interesting things with some of the characters in this movie. Some characters have very interesting gimmicks and names. One of my favorites, just a minor spoiler here, I guess, maybe not. One of the villains was a nun who uses nunchucks to fight, and her name was Nunchuck. That was pretty funny for me. I don't remember the names of the other villains, primarily because the main one was like, in your face the whole time, I guess. And Nunchuck, that was just hilarious to have a nun with nunchucks called Nunchuck. But like I said, this was a pretty interesting movie. It's about an hour and a half roughly, and I do wonder if they are going to make another spin-off with the Minions, or if this will be the last one. I'm not exactly sure, because I don't see what else could be done to kind of tie the movies together further than what this one has already done. If you recall from the previous Minions, they do see Gru. I believe it was at the end of the movie he stole whatever the item was. I just can't remember how long ago that movie came out. I don't remember the thing. But so it does kind of continue from there, where he's working with the Minions at his mother's house because he's still a kid and just trying to start off on his villain empire. You do get some really fun Easter eggs to the previous movies. If you're a fan, you're gonna notice them right away. If you're not a fan, then you're probably not gonna notice it. And there may be a couple of hidden jokes, more not so much like dirty adult jokes, more so like, some people may not understand some of the jokes that they put in there, but they purposely do these in these animated movies so that when the parents are taking their kids, they have a bit of entertainment as well. Some movies do try to sneak in a bit more dirtier jokes, like in the first Toy Story. There's a scene where Potato Head takes off his lips and presses it against his ass, kind of saying to kiss his ass. I think it was talking to Woody or something like that. But that's kind of like the idea where some of these animated movies do like to put these jokes for the adults. This movie, from my memory, didn't have too many of those kind of hidden adult jokes, but a couple of things, references that adults might understand. There was one where they were playing the song Cat Scratch Fever, and I thought it was funny based on the scene that was the song was in. And if you know the song and you're from that generation, you're gonna enjoy some stuff here. And I say this movie does stack up pretty well. I know the third Despicable Me was kind of okay. I didn't really like that one that much. I believe that was the one with the that was the one with the weirdo who was played by Trey Parker, I think. I think his name was Balthazar Brat or something like that. But I love the second Despicable Me, and the first one as well. As for the Minions, I did love the first Minions movie, and this one does not disappoint. It has a pretty interesting plot. It has the humor, both from the Minion side and the Gru side. And there is something, like I said, references and Easter eggs that you will get a kick out of. So there really isn't much more to say about this movie on a solo podcast. So this one will be a primarily shorter podcast episode for you guys. It is summertime. We do get a lot of great movies releasing. Thor is releasing next Friday as of the time I'm recording this. And I know that I'm going to watch it over here down south. And Chris and Frankie will most likely be watching it up north. So we're definitely going to try to find a day that weekend to come together for a full-on Three Amigos episode, where we're going to talk about Thor, and that's going to be a much longer, more detailed episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick solo episode. If you have, family members, children, nephews, young cousins, or if you just want to go with like a significant other or anything, you will not be disappointed with this movie. It is a great, fun thing to watch. And if you're just saving your money to see Thor, you can see this movie, later on. It's not like a major, if I don't watch it, I'm going to get spoiled like with the other MCU movies type of thing. And, I guess Star Wars is another one of those categories where if you don't watch those movies night of, you're going to get spoiled on the internet the same night. So this movie, if you want to wait a bit because you're saving money for Thor, you can wait a bit. Don't think it's going anywhere for, for a little bit, because it did just recently come out. So I'm actually going to go see it again. I'm going to go take a friend and go see it again, and we're going to have a good time. So that's the episode for today. Thank you guys for listening to this episode. Check out our other episodes and the other channels that we are part of. We have Chris does the Film Cubano channel on YouTube. I have the Anthony Olan channel. It was formerly known Anthony Olan Tech. I just switched it up and it's just Anthony Olan, but you can still find it with Anthony Olan Tech. And I also have my comedy channel of Anthony Olan Comedy. I'm still trying to build that one up and get it out there. Hopefully you don't disappoint. We appreciate the support from you guys, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.